What's going on, YouTube fam? This is your boy J Buddy here, and as you can clearly see, I done it. I cracked the code, brought it back. Now, it didn't take too long for me because I prepared a while ago, kinda. After this ban list, I was pretty distraught and really upset and all that, for reasons why. Everybody knows I love. This is my favorite card in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! For starters. So, anyway, besides the point. So back when, when Flood Special Edition started rolling around, we got Summon Sork and all that, I started preparing, because everybody, like, the complaints about Firewall Dragon was so massive and just so huge that it was just, okay, if Konami had the balls to limit Firewall, then it may not be too far-fetched that they might eventually ban it. So I don't want to be caught off guard and just totally just give up and quit, because of that. So I think this is over a few months ago. This was before I got banned. I started, coming up with some text and some ideas as to what I could do. How can I play this deck without Firewall Dragon? Because we all know being able to grab things back from the graveyard, like your Archlord Christie after you foolishly off Brilliant Fusion and ending off your combo, is really huge, etc., etc., etc. So, I found a nice little tech that I'm playing 3 copies of in the deck. Now, granted, because Firewall is banned, you're now just replacing it with a second Saryuja. The main deck doesn't really change all that much. Granted, the Summon Sork package may be, it's significantly weaker if you don't have specific pieces in your hand and all that, but it's still worth playing nonetheless. I will get on to some combos regarding the new strategy, the new deck, and all, or the new way it should be played later. But as for right now, I am going to go ahead and pass, I'm going to go and meet you guys on Dueling Book. Hey, what's going on, guys? Nice to meet you guys again on yet another platform. Yeah, I will not let this deck die, period. Point blank. People can say that decks have their times, put it to rest and all that. No, fuck that. We're playing what we love to play, whether everybody else likes it or not. Unfortunately, for windups, they are actually in the ground because Firewall literally made the deck function. It was the heartbeat of the entire deck. Same thing with other blue decks. Again, unless it's like Dark Warrior, the banning of Firewall has done one of two things to combo decks. Either it is just outright killed it, or the deck is just on life support in general. So, anyway, on with the World Chalice. What spice could I be talking about that could bring this deck right back to its former glory? So, with that being said, let's go ahead and look at the first build that I ended up building. Because, again, I did have a few ideas as to how to progress this deck if Firewall were to get banned. And this is the first build I played with yesterday, and it bricked a lot. It bricked a lot, and so what I decided to do is I decided to change it up, and I just decided, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and play our deck how we normally play it. This is going second. Again, you can do this in a 40 card deck as well. So, yeah. Just so don't fret. So, anyway, what is this secret spice I'm talking about? Well, the secret spice is Soul Charge. Soul Charge is what is going to help us really get in there and continue to make our really big boards and all that. But Soul Charge is at 1. So, so what do? First off, since Firewall got banned, we now have space for a second Saryuja. So, this deck is now Saryuja Turbo and all that, and so the point is to continuously go into your links, make your Saryuja, your first Saryuja, dig for your secret tech and all that, then you want to go ahead and, before you make your second one, you want to go ahead and make, you know, your Tri-Gate and your all that other stuff, and then you're going to link your board down into a second Sir Yuja, dig. And since you're playing roughly a 40 card deck, you are going to draw into this bad boy, Left Arm Offering. This is the secret tech that is going to put this deck right back where it was. So, obviously, there's so many people who know what this card does, but some of you don't know what it does. And hold on, there's a freaking driver. Back, guys. So, for those of you who don't know, I mean, it's on the screen. If you have 2 or more other cards in your hand, so you need to be able to banish 2 cards for Left Arm Offering, which is very easy when you're getting cards to your hand, like a lot. So banish your entire hand, add a spell card from your deck to your hand. You cannot set spell traps during the turn you activate this card. So unfortunately you can't use cards like Phantom Knights of Shade Brigandine, and also the Mech Knights would not be too favorable if you're playing this card, which I have noticed, because a lot of times if you want to set up your zones, you gotta set cards to summon Mech Knights and then activate them, and you know this card is not live. So I probably wouldn't use Mech Knights either. But anyway, the whole point is to go through most of your really good links, go through your Christia, hopefully get into this while you're doing all your drawing and all this stuff, and left arm into your Soul Charge. So now you have 4 copies of Soul Charge, and you're going through 2 Sir Yujas, and then you'll just Soul Charge your board to completion. You know, this is why you link into your Tri-Gate and all that before you Sir Yujas. So yeah, so you're gonna Soul Charge your Tri-Gate, you're gonna Soul Charge either your Ib or your Cerberus, and you're gonna Soul Charge your Phoenix, and you're gonna Soul Charge like your Christia and your Gamma Soul right back to the field and all that. So rather than just explain, I'm going to go ahead and show you through replays. Alright guys, so here we go. As I told you before, I did have another build at first, but and you'll end up seeing it in just a little bit. And as you can see right here, again, like I said, this build caused a lot of bricks, so I dropped this like fairly shortly. But anyway, we go ahead and just give them game 1, because it's like, okay, we're not gonna play. So game 2, I get a playable hand, so I decided, you know, to show you guys what this is about and play it out. At least I hope I get into it, and I think I do. I'm not sure if I do or if I don't. I don't think I get into the tech now. Like, it took like 6 games before I could finally get into it, but again, I'm playing 60 cards as well. You know, granted, you know, oh, you can oh, driver. Alright, back guys. So, you know, as you can see, I did backtrace a little bit, but that's because kind of lost connection because so many drivers just showed up. So anyway, you know, there are some summon sort combos still, but they're not nearly as good. Like, you can't do full combo with just 1 card anymore because Firewall does not exist. Now, if they had brought back Nightmare Goblin, then, you know, yeah, it would still be a 1 card combo, but it's not. So it's unfortunate. So yeah, so here we go. We're on to doing some things. We're still performing the combos nice and well. So we make our M-Duck and we go for the draw 2. We get that reborn, we go into another, so you're just still trying to dig for our spicy tech. We still don't get it, so we just go ahead and summon Gamma, so we foolish, and we just reborn the Christia and we pass turn. So Gamma Seal plus Christia is still a good game, like 9 times out of 10. And I say 9 times out of 10 because there's no Tri-Gate for the extra negate. So there we go, we draw a double left arm offering, but we draw Undyne and like no other way to extend past that point. So the Christia in our hand was not going to get dropped. And yeah, I didn't feel like left arming the Christia, you know, because that's our weakness, especially when it's against a deck like this. If it's against a deck like Cosmo, Christia will just immediately win you the game. So yeah, look, again, every time we draw the Tri-White, it's not live. So it's like, you know, I can see why I cut it, because it's like, when you don't have combo, this is dead. It's a dead card in your hand, it can be another combo piece. You know, but I guess at the time I was blind by Firewall getting banned. It was like, I need more ways to put multiple monsters onto the board. But that's besides the point. Anyway, on to some more replays. See you on the other side. Alright guys, so here we go. As I stated, I noticed myself bricking a lot with that build, and I quickly moved from it. But look at this nice anomaly hand we get. We open 1, 2, 3, 4. We open 4 one-ofs. 3 of them we don't want to open right away. And look at that. So we just go ahead and just scoop it up. Because I'm like, okay, sure, I can't play. That's an anomaly hand. That's fine. I know I'm not going to get another one. So, look, we get a mediocre hand. So, even with a mediocre hand, as long as I can play, I'm going to win. Period. So we go, you know, we get the Nightfall, we get the Blue Sky, and we're going in. And, yeah. Yo. Oh, man. So many people show up when I'm at work. But then again, I am at work after all. So anyway, you know, we making that Orm. And we Orm the Venus back. And we're going in for some Shine Balls. We make our first Saryuja. And we get into our Brilliant Fusion and all that good stuff. So, we don't send Christia. We actually send Eva. So we can, first off, we're going to Lazuli Shine Ball back to hand. And we're going to add a Waterpond. And then we're going to use the extra normal to get Rosenix and all that stuff in the graveyard. We Venus again, and we go another Saryuja, and we literally just open like duplicates of the same cards, so it's whatever. So we Imduck and we make our Nagirsu. We draw some cards. You know, oh yeah, that's right. We're going second, so we go for the OTK. So there's that. Let's see, do we open brick in this hand? Not really, but... Oh yeah, this is the game where I like really misplayed and really screwed up. I'll end up showing you exactly what happened. This is exactly why I took this Kaiju out of my deck. Because, as you can see, had I not had the Sticky String Kaiju, you know, I wouldn't... Yeah. Had that not have been Sticky String, had that have been a Radiant, I would have been fine because I wouldn't have to worry about all this interaction going on. Like, that's why I just, like, otherwise I would have been able to play the Waterfront immediately. So, yeah. So, that's why I was so strongly against things like Dogoran. Well, not just Dogoran, but it's just the fact that, I want at least... I want all of the Kaijus I have that's not Gamma Seal to be able to, you know, to not be used, you know, while I'm playing. The only reason I was even playing the Sticky String Kaiju was because of the Insect package. Now, the Insect package might end up coming out, and it's not because it's dead. No, it's still really good. The problem is there's so much back row again, it's like, it's insane. So not only am I finding myself having to play Evenlies, but now I want to sit here and also play Twin Twisters and Hatred Nades on top of that because to hell with back row. But anyway, because I had to sit here and not play this Waterfront, you know, because of the Sticky String, it kind of cost me a game because I could have easily gotten a Gamma Seal and have actually been able to play a lot better. But yeah, so that's why Sticky String is now out of the deck. And yeah, so, you know, I lose this game because of that. So yeah, what was I kidding, right? So we go, and I'll go first. And somebody's calling me. Alright, back guys. Sorry about that. So, I think I had to backtrace a little bit. Oh yeah, I already displayed this, so I'll go ahead and I guess stop it and come back after it's done. Alright, there we go. Now it's over. So now we're going on to the next game. I think we brick. Okay. We draw an okay hand. So we go ahead and get our chosen. And of course, you know, Ghost Ogre's hitting the Link Spider for some reason. Don't know why, but yeah. So anyway, as you can see, we're still getting the combos. We're still comboing off. We still go for that Saryuja. And what's gonna... Okay. Get off the screen. So, anyway. I guess... It's a good game. Alright. Anyway, so here we open some bricks, but we still open combo pieces. Again, this is why I like 60 cards so much, because it's like, if you open like your Garnet, you're not gonna like auto lose because you have a lot of starters. You have a lot of engines, a lot of packages. You have a lot of ways to start. You know, so although 40, you can consistently see more of your key pieces you want. If you see a Garnet, you may not actually be able to play. So yeah. So here we go. We got our Venus, and we get our Reeling Fusion, and we grab the controller, and so we link off into Tri-Gate first, and then we go into our second strategy because again we have the left arm, so we go ahead and play our left arm, and we go ahead and search out our Soul Charge, and then we activate the Soul Charge. This is what I'm talking about. This is how we can complete the combo. You go into your strategies, you link off into your good stuff, you link into your Tri-Gate, you link into your all the other link 2s that you need to make it triple co-link, so when you Soul Charge you can complete the combo. So yeah, of course, you know my opponent cannot play because it's freaking Christia, so hold on. Alright guys, so here we go. Yet another one, but you know, this is this game right here is kind of sealed the nail in the coffin for me in terms of how I'm gonna change up my deck build, because like it's not just this deck, it's literally been a bunch of other decks. It's literally just either I'm playing Paleos and I'm getting hit with Rivalry of Warlords, or you know, or I'm playing against Sky Strikers and they got like 3 Widowmakers set, or I'm playing against like freaking Dark Warrior with Fogblade set, and it's just like, you know, all this back row now is getting like really irritating. So I'll probably just I may keep the Mech Knight package in, but I'm gonna take out the Insect package and throw in more back row hate because fuck back row. So it's going to be not just Evenlies, but we're going to have Twin Twisters and Hatronades, and we're going to have Red Reboots in the side deck, so we can continue to say no to our opponent's back row, because, yeah. So we play through a lot of stuff. You know, we get interrupted like 4 times. We get interrupted by, you know, and there's a Destroyer at hand, so, yeah. Anyway, besides the point. Yeah. So, here we go. On to the next few. Alright. Hey, Jabril. I think that's how you pronounce your name. You're gonna see this video, so nice playing with you, by the way. So, he's also playing in accordance to the new ban list. So, he passes turn, or I pass turn, because I'm just, I don't know, he passes turn and I draw, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to play into 4 hand traps, and I have Mech Knights, I have Kaijus in hand, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass it. So I'm like, okay, if you're playing new ban list, you can't OTK. Like, you're not gonna OTK me under the new ban list without Firewall. So I'm like, okay. So I get Gumbler for 4. I'm like, sure, that's okay. As long as I have Venus and either a Kaiju or something else in hand, I'm like, okay, I'll be good. But since the Phantom Knight Link Monster hit the board and he said Fogblade, I'm like, okay, now I don't need a Kaiju, I need the Mech Knight. So I go and drop the Mech Knight, and it forced the effect of, yeah, the Fogblade gets forced, so then I go ahead and drop that Venus, and yeah, we still summon Sword combo, and we make Saryuja. We got left arm, but it's just like, we're not going to have 2 cards in our hand to banish. So we go ahead and special the Chosen, link into Imduck, we kill the Gumbler, and we kill the Phantom Knight, and we sack this off, this Scoldy for Lee, use our extra normal for Imduck, for Orm. Imduck's gonna special, and we're attempting to bring back the Christia, but, you know, he changed the Fogblade. So, hold on. Oh man, I do apologize guys, but today has been just especially busy. Oh, he quit. Hold on. Alright guys, so now we're on to the next one. So anyway, our opponent is of course playing 86 Turbo, so if he goes first, I lose because, well, I have no... There's literally 2 outs in the entire game of Yu-Gi-Oh! To 86. That is XYZ Encore, and that is, what's it called? Herald of the Abyss, the super rare that came out of Soul Fusion. If you do not have those cards, I suggest you get them. Now, I personally am not going to be signing XYZ Encore because I'm not going to just... Like, that's literally, like, one side for one card, if that makes any sense. At least Herald of the Abyss can be used in any matchup. So, again, I scoop it up because, again, I have 0 outs to 86. I didn't play any, I didn't sign any, so here we go. And, yeah, we're going in, we're going off on our opponent, and, yeah. So here we go, we make the M-Duck, and we, tribute for our legacy, we make our Aurum plays. And we go into our Ib. I fucked up here somewhere by not using Imduck's effect special summon right away. So, you know, I paid for it. So here we go. We go into Saryuja, we chain block. And yeah. So we're gonna go into a second Saryuja real good. And we're doing all the deck. See, now we go and link into that Tri-Gate. We make the Tri-Gate so we can sit here and you know, we're just doing all kinds of deck things, so when we make our second Saryuja, we have a good chance to get into the left arm. And we don't get into the left arm, but we get into Succession. So, we Venus for another Shine Ball, we make Phoenix, we drop Gamma Seal, we Succession into a Christia, and of course you can still reveal Dangerous, but like, okay, even if he has Bigfoot, I can just negate Gamma Seal, and yeah. That's how that works. And of course, you know, the next... Yeah, as I clearly said right here, we're quite literally both playing auto-win turn 1 decks. That's essentially what we're doing. So it's like, whoever goes first wins. Look, the hand I have is good, except I am going to get 86, I think. Yeah, I'm going to get hit with 86. And, yeah, so... I'm just gonna scoop, like, we just stopped playing these 2 decks because it's like, there's literally no point. Whoever goes first wins. You know, quite literally, it's just like, I know, it's really annoying to where it's like, oh man, we're just back and forth. I go first, I win. You know, you go first, you win, and it's back and forth. I'm like, okay, let's just play different decks. So, look, again, this is like, okay, that's cool, but... 86, I swear. I don't want the card to get banned, I just want there to be more outs to it. And all that, so... Yeah, so I go ahead and scoop this up, and we just go ahead and play different decks from here. See? Yeah. So yeah, that's it, guys. I know I think I showed off Left Arm Offering like one time, but... Again, I am playing 60 cards, so if we were to try to, you know, shave this down to like 40, we would be seeing left arm a lot more often. However, I do want to try and be able to fit in more starters. So I may play the deck at like 45 or maybe even 50, shave it down by 10, and still keep have the back row hate implemented in the deck. Who knows? So keep on the lookout for that, guys. It's going to be great. This deck is not dead, and there's still more that I'm going to find out in the future in returning, you know, in regards to returning this deck to its former glory. The Left Arm Offering is just the start of it. Left Arm Offering literally has just saved this deck because, again, just linking off into your Tri-Gate and all that, and digging for your Soul Charge and completing your board, it'll still end the same way, except you're just Saryuja-ing. So you can not only guarantee you get the left arm, but you can guarantee you accessing Christia or accessing Gamma Seal, versus, you know, before, to where it's just like, oh, it's not too big of a, it's not like the worst thing in the world because I have Firewall, but now it's like you have to have access to those cards. So let me know what you guys' thoughts are regarding this deck. Not this deck per se, but the tech. Do you believe that, you know, teching left arm is the right thing to do? Do you believe it's a step in the right direction regarding this deck in particular? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know some of you guys' techs as to what you ended up doing to attempt to bring this deck right back to life. So, thank you guys very much for watching. This is J Money, and I am signing out.
are free.